You know what $10,000 buys you? Not a car, not freedom, not even peace of mind. It buys you something most people will never own, the ability to say no. And that changes everything about who you become. This is Professor Chalkman. Let me tell you about Amelia. 28 years old, marketing job, good salary, designer coffee habit, weekend brunch ritual. The Instagram aesthetic was immaculate. Her bank account? $47. Every single month. Not because she didn't make enough, because she was performing wealth instead of building it. You know what's wild? She thought she was winning, then her car died. Not like maintenance died, like died. Transmission, $3,200. She had to call her parents to borrow money at 28. And here's the thing. It wasn't the money that broke her. It was the phone call, the admission, the regression back to teenage dependency while her Insta feed still screamed, "I've got my life together." She sat in her apartment that night and cried. Not sad crying. It was angry crying, because she finally understood the difference between looking successful and being capable. Now, some of you are nodding, some of you are defensive. Amelia's irresponsible. I'm not like that. Cool. What's your bank account say right now? Not your monthly income, not your potential. What's the number? Yeah, that's what I thought. Amelia made a decision that night, a quiet one. No social media post, no accountability buddy, no vision board. She was going to save $10,000, not because she read it in a finance book, because she was done feeling powerless. You know what the first month felt like? Punishment. No brunch with the girls. I'm busy. No concert tickets. Can't make it. No spontaneous Target run that somehow costs $87 for things she didn't need. Her friends started asking questions. You okay? You seem different. Are you mad at us? Translation. Your discipline makes us uncomfortable with our chaos. Here's what happens when you start saving. You become a mirror. People see their own financial delusion reflected back at them, and they hate it, so they test you. Just this once. You deserve it. Live a little. What they're really saying is, please stop showing me what's possible if I just gave a damn. Amelia lost 2 friends during those first 6 months. Not dramatically, just distance, silence, subtraction. And you know what she said to me? I thought it would hurt more. Because here's the thing about saving $10,000. It's not about money. It's about discovering who you are when nobody's watching, when there's no applause, no validation, just you and a spreadsheet that doesn't lie. Month 3, Amelia had saved $1,800. Month 6, $4,200. The number wasn't the win. The identity was, she started walking differently. I'm serious. Shoulders back. Eye contact. Not arrogant. Grounded. You know why? Because financial stability creates emotional stability. When you're not financially desperate, you stop being emotionally desperate. You stop saying yes to jobs that disrespect you because you need the paycheck. You stop staying in relationships because you can't afford to leave. You stop performing for people whose opinions literally cost you money. $10,000 doesn't buy you things. It buys you options. And options are power in disguise. Amelia told me about the day she hit $7,000. She was at the grocery store. Organic blueberries, $9. She picked them up, put them down, picked them up again. Not because she couldn't afford them, because she was choosing. For the first time in her adult life, spending wasn't a reflex. It was a decision. She bought the blueberries and laughed in the parking lot like a maniac. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people think saving money makes you cheap, restricted, boring. Wrong. Saving money makes you intentional. There's a massive difference between I can't afford it and I'm choosing not to spend on that. One is victim language. The other is CEO language. Month 11. Amelia hit $10,000. She didn't celebrate, didn't post about it, just stared at the number. And you know what she felt? Calm. Not excited, not relieved, calm. Because for the first time since college, her nervous system wasn't running on financial fear. Let me explain what really happens neurologically when you save $10,000. Your brain stops operating from scarcity. The amygdala, that primal fear center, it quiets down. You stop making decisions from panic, from ego, from desperation. You start thinking in months instead of weeks, years instead of months. It's not about the money. It's about the mental space the money creates. But here's the part nobody wants to hear. Most people will never save $10,000. Not because they can't, because they won't. They'll spend the next decade explaining why it's impossible, why their situation is different, why they deserve to enjoy life now. And in 10 years, they'll be in the exact same place. Older, more resentful, still broke. Saving $10,000 requires something most people aren't willing to give. Delayed gratification. Not forever, just for a season. You know what Amelia said when she finally hit that number? I feel like I just introduced myself to myself. Because discipline isn't punishment. It's clarity in work boots. Here's what changed for Amelia after hitting $10,000. Her boss tried to guilt her into unpaid overtime. She said no, calmly. No explanation. Just no. She got offered a promotion somewhere else 2 months later. Better pay, better culture. Coincidence? Nope. When you respect your own resources, other people start respecting your boundaries. Financial discipline creates emotional discipline. Emotional discipline creates opportunity. It's not magic. It's math disguised as psychology. You want to know the real reason saving $10,000 changes everything? It proves to you that you're capable of hard things, that your word to yourself means something, that future you is worth protecting. Most people spend their whole lives negotiating with themselves. Just this once. I'll start Monday. After this vacation, saving 10 grand isn't about becoming rich. It's about becoming reliable to yourself. And the moment you become reliable to yourself, the world starts betting on you differently. Amelia's at 63,000 now. 2 years later. Different job, different apartment, same discipline. You know what she told me last week? I'm not impressed by people's income anymore. I'm impressed by their restraint. $10,000 doesn't change your life because of what you can buy. It changes your life because of who you had to become to save it. The question isn't, can you save $10,000? The question is, are you willing to become the person who does? This is Professor Chalkman. Your bank account is a mirror, and the reflection? It doesn't lie. Class dismissed.